Imagine starting life in the gritty streets of New Orleans, surrounded by struggle, only to rise to a jaw-dropping net worth of $150 million, living in a New Orleans mansion with a garage full of million-dollar supercars. That's the story of Birdman, the rap mogul who turned dreams into reality. From co-founding Cash Money Records to marrying R&B legend Toni Braxton, his journey is nothing short of iconic. But what does his life look like in 2025? What cars does he drive? Where does he call home? And how does he balance fame, fortune, and love? Stick with us as we dive into the luxurious lifestyle of Birdman. Trust me, you won't want to miss a single detail. Brian Christopher Williams, better known as Birdman, was born on February 15, 1969, in New Orleans, Louisiana, a city pulsing with music but plagued by poverty and crime. Growing up in the Magnolia Projects, a notorious housing project, Birdman faced challenges most can only imagine. His early years were marked by loss. His mother, Gladys Brooks, passed away when he was just 5, leaving him and his siblings to navigate a world of uncertainty. Raised partly in foster care and later by his father, Johnny Williams, Birdman learned resilience from the ground up. His father, a Vietnam War veteran and bar owner, instilled in him a sense of hustle, teaching him that hard work could carve a path out of hardship. Life wasn't easy. As a teenager, Birdman got caught up in the street life, landing in legal trouble for drug-related charges. He spent time in a juvenile detention center, an experience that could have derailed his future but instead sharpened his focus. He once recalled in an interview, "The streets taught me survival, but music gave me a way out." Another defining moment came when his stepbrother, Eldrick, was killed in a car accident, a loss that hit hard and pushed Birdman to channel his pain into ambition. These early struggles weren't just obstacles. They were the fire that forged his relentless drive to succeed. Birdman's rise to fame began in the early 1990s when he teamed up with his brother, Ronald "Slim" Williams, to co-found Cash Money Records. It all started with a dream and a hustle, recording local artists in makeshift studios. Their first big break came with rapper Kilo G, whose album The Sleepwalker put Cash Money on the map in 1992. But the real game-changer was signing a young Lil Wayne, followed by Juvenile, BG, and Turk, forming the Hot Boys. By 1998, Cash Money inked a groundbreaking $30 million distribution deal with Universal Records, a move that skyrocketed their influence. Birdman wasn't just a businessman, he was an artist too. His debut album, I Need a Bag of Dope, 1993, laid the foundation, but it was his 2002 self-titled album Birdman and 2005's Fast Money that cemented his rap cred, with hits like What Happened to That Boy featuring clips. His music blended Southern swagger with gritty storytelling, resonating with fans worldwide. Cash Money's roster grew to include megastars like Drake and Nicki Minaj, making it a hip-hop powerhouse. By 2025, the label's catalog has generated billions in streams, with Birdman's vision at its core. His achievements stack high: multiple platinum albums, a BET Award for Viewer's Choice in 2008, and a Grammy-nominated roster under his wing. Financially, he's a titan. Cash Money reportedly earned over $100 million annually at its peak. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. Legal disputes with artists like Lil Wayne over royalties sparked headlines. Yet Birdman's ability to navigate these storms kept his empire intact. His story is a masterclass in turning vision into victory. Before we dive into Birdman's jaw-dropping lifestyle, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the Celeb Insider for more exclusive celebrity scoops. Let's get into it. The Miami Beach Mansion, Stunna Island's crown jewel. Let's kick things off with the property that's arguably Birdman's most famous, or infamous, real estate venture. His Miami Beach Mansion on Palm Island, often dubbed Stunna Island by the man himself. This place is the stuff of hip-hop legend, a 20,000 square foot palace that screams excess in the best way possible. Picture this: golden toilets, onyx bars, 2 swimming pools, a 6-car garage, and a dock big enough for a 100-foot yacht. It's not just a house, it's a lifestyle. Birdman bought this waterfront mansion in 2012 for $14.5 million from Russell Weiner, the founder of Rockstar Energy Drink. Located at 70 Palm Avenue in the gated, ultra-exclusive Palm Island community, The property was already a stunner, but Birdman took it to another level. He reportedly poured millions into renovations, adding marble accents, custom chrome lighting, and unique wallpapers that reflected his bold taste. The 7-bedroom, 12-bathroom estate boasted features that could make anyone's jaw drop. A 40-foot-tall grand foyer, a 13-seat home theater, 2 wine cellars, a summer kitchen, a volleyball court, and 100 feet of canal frontage perfect for Miami's boating culture. This mansion wasn't just a home, it was a stage. Birdman featured it in music videos like his 2016 single Breathe, showing off its sprawling interiors and waterfront views to millions of fans. It became a symbol of his #OneStunna persona, a testament to how far he'd come from the streets of New Orleans. The master bedroom alone was 3,500 square feet, with his and hers bathrooms, multiple balconies, and enough space for a king-sized bed and a full-on living area. If that's not living large, I don't know what is. But here's where the story gets juicy. By 2017, Birdman was ready to sell, or, as some reports suggest, forced to sell. The mansion hit the market for a cool $20 million, a price that reflected his hefty investment. However, things didn't go as planned. The property sat unsold for 3 years, and behind the scenes, financial troubles were brewing. In November 2017, Kimtov Mortgage Group, a Fort Lauderdale-based lender, filed a foreclosure lawsuit, claiming Birdman had stopped making payments on a $12 million loan tied to the property. The legal drama painted a picture of a mogul stretched thin, juggling his music empire and lavish lifestyle. To make matters worse, the mansion's price kept dropping. By 2019, Birdman slashed it to $16.9 million, and then to $13.5 million, a 33% discount from his original asking price. Finally, in 2020, the property sold out of receivership for $10.85 million to entrepreneur Teddy Truccio. That's right, Birdman took a loss of over $3.5 million compared to what he paid, not counting the millions he spent on renovations. It was a humbling moment for a man known for flashing his wealth. But the story doesn't end there. The new owners didn't sit on their purchase. They renovated the mansion from top to bottom, upgrading floors, windows, bathrooms, and more. They even turned Birdman's old recording studio into a guest house. By 2022, the revamped estate was back on the market for a staggering $35 million, complete with the infamous gold toilet, now valued at $2 million alone. The listing boasted 3 separate structures, 9 bathrooms, for half baths, a gym, a library, a pizza oven, and direct water views. The new owners were banking on Birdman's celebrity cachet, marketing it as the rapper's former mansion. Whether it sold at that price remains unclear in 2025, but one thing's for sure. This property saga is pure Hollywood, or should we say Miami Beach. The New Orleans mansion, a hometown heartbreak. Now, let's head to Birdman's roots, New Orleans, Louisiana. If the Miami mansion was about flexing for the world, his New Orleans property was about coming home. This 10,948 square foot mansion in the Garden District was another feather in Birdman's cap, a place where he could reconnect with the city that shaped him. But, like much of his real estate journey, this story is equal parts opulence and adversity. Birdman bought this mansion in the early 2000s, during the peak of Cash Money's dominance. The 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom estate was a masterpiece of Southern grandeur, with marble flooring, glass doors, a private theater, a swimming pool, 2 hot tubs, and a 3rd-floor recording studio. It wasn't just a home. It was a creative hub where Birdman and his crew could lay down tracks. The property even appeared in the music video for Neck of the Woods with Lil Wayne, showcasing its elegance to fans worldwide. But New Orleans isn't just known for its charm. It's also known for its storms. In 2005, Hurricane Katrina devastated the city, and Birdman's mansion wasn't spared. The property suffered severe damage, from flooded interiors to ruined fixtures. Reports estimate Birdman lost millions in property value and personal assets, including luxury cars like Ferraris and a Maybach. The disaster hit hard, not just financially but emotionally, as New Orleans was his heart and soul. What's striking is what happened next, or rather, what didn't. Unlike the Miami mansion, which Birdman fought to sell, The New Orleans property has remained vacant for over 15 years as of 2025. Once a symbol of his success, it now stands as a ghost of its former glory, its marble floors gathering dust, and its recording studio silent. Why hasn't Birdman sold it or rebuilt? Some speculate it's too tied to his past, a reminder of both his triumphs and the city's tragedy. Others suggest he's holding on to it for sentimental reasons, unwilling to let go of a piece of his hometown. In 2025, the New Orleans mansion remains a mystery. It's not actively listed for sale, and Birdman hasn't spoken publicly about its future. For fans, it's a bittersweet chapter, a place that once hosted epic parties and creative sessions now frozen in time. For Birdman, it might represent resilience, a refusal to let go of his roots despite the setbacks. Either way, it's a stark contrast to the polished excess of Miami, showing a more vulnerable side of the mogul's real estate story. Car collection. His car collection is a core part of his #1 stunner persona, a way to flex his success and set trends in the rap game. These aren't just cars, they're trophies, statements, and sometimes even music video stars. In 2025, Birdman's garage is still turning heads, so let's count down the top 5 rides that define his automotive legacy. Number 5. Mercedes-Benz Sprinter Van, the Rolling Palace. Kicking things off at number 5 is a curveball, the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter Van. Now, don't sleep on this one. It's not your average van. Birdman's custom Sprinter is a mobile mansion, blending practicality with pure extravagance. This bad boy starts at about $45,000 stock, but Birdman's version? We're talking over $300,000 after his upgrades. Picture a sleek black exterior with chrome accents that catch every light. Inside, it's a whole vibe: red leather seats, high-end screens, a booming sound system, and even a mini bar. It's like a private club on wheels, with ambient lighting and upgraded suspension for a ride smoother than his rhymes. Birdman's shown it off in videos, lounging like royalty while hyping its features. This van's perfect for tours, hauling gear, or just chilling with the crew. Why is it on the list? It's the ultimate flex of turning a workhorse into a masterpiece. While most rappers stick to flashy coupes, Birdman makes a van feel like a jet. It's his go-to for staying comfy on the road, proving he can make anything drip with style. Number 4. Bentley Mulsanne, the King's Chariot. At number 4, we've got the Bentley Mulsanne, a sedan that's all about class with a side of power. This is Birdman's ride when he wants to pull up looking like royalty, not just a rapper. Priced between $300,000 and $400,000, the Mulsanne is British luxury at its finest. Birdman's Mulsanne rocks a polished exterior, think deep black or silver to match his chains, and an interior that's next-level plush. We're talking leather seats softer than butter, handcrafted wooden trims, and tech that makes you feel like you're in a spaceship. Under the hood, a 6.75-liter twin-turbo V8 pumps out 530 horsepower, hitting 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.9 seconds with a top speed of 190 miles per hour. It's not just pretty, it moves. This car made waves when Birdman planned to gift one to Lil Wayne, showing it's more than a ride. It's a symbol of loyalty. It's perfect for cruising to meetings or stealing the show at events. The Mulsanne lands at number 4 for its elegance, proving Birdman's got taste beyond the bling. Number 3. Lamborghini Aventador, the Golden Beast. Now we're heating up with number 3, the Lamborghini Aventador. This supercar is Birdman's wild side unleashed, and word is he's got 2. One red, one gold. If any car screams #1 stunner, it's this Italian monster. Starting at $400,000, Birdman's custom Aventadors reportedly hit $755,000 each with his tweaks. Think bespoke paint, upgraded rims, and interiors that pop. Those scissor doors flip up like wings, revealing a cockpit packed with carbon fiber and leather. A 6.5-liter V12 engine roars with 700 horsepower, blasting from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.9 seconds and topping out at 217 miles per hour. It's loud, it's fast, and it's pure drama. Birdman's flexed this Lumbo in videos and on the streets, its gold finish especially turning heads like nothing else. It's number 3 because it's the ultimate show-off ride, blending speed with that in-your-face swagger he's known for. Number 2. Rolls-Royce Phantom, the ultimate status symbol. Sliding into number 2 is the Rolls-Royce Phantom, the king of luxury cars. This is Birdman's go-to when he wants to feel untouchable, and it's a staple in his collection. With a price tag around $450,000, the Phantom is wealth on wheels. Birdman's Phantom likely sports a custom color, maybe black with chrome accents, and an interior that's straight up decadent. Hand-stitched leather, polished wood, and a starlight headliner make it feel like a palace. The 6.75-liter V12 engine delivers 563 horsepower, gliding from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.1 seconds with a top speed of 155 miles per hour. It's not about speed, it's about presence. This car's been spotted at events, its massive grille commanding respect. It's number 2 for its unmatched prestige, the kind of ride that says you've made it without saying a word. For Birdman, it's the perfect blend of power and poise. Number 1, Bugatti Veyron, the crown jewel. And at number 1, the undisputed champ of Birdman's collection, the Bugatti Veyron. This hypercar is a legend, and Birdman's red Veyron is the star of his garage. Priced at a cool $2 million, it's the ultimate flex for a man who lives to stun. The Veyron's sleek design turns heads, but it's the specs that blow minds. An 8.0-liter quad-turbo W16 engine churns out 1,200 horsepower, hitting 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.5 seconds and a top speed of 267 miles per hour. Inside, it's all luxury, premium leather, high-tech displays, and a vibe that screams exclusivity. Birdman's been spotted cruising this beast, and it's featured in his videos, cementing its iconic status. Why number 1? The Veyron's a rare masterpiece, blending insane speed with baller status. It's Birdman's way of saying he's at the top, no debate. This car isn't just a ride, it's his legacy on 4 wheels. Business ventures, beyond the mic. Birdman's wealth isn't just from music, it's from smart moves. Cash Money Records remains his cash cow, generating revenue from catalog sales, streaming, and new artists. The label's deal with Universal in 1998 was a masterstroke, and by 2025, it's still a hip-hop juggernaut, with Birdman as its visionary. He's also dipped into fashion, launching YMCMB, Young Money Cash Money Billionaires, merch, from hoodies to gold chains, raking in millions from brand loyalty. Real estate is another win. Beyond his homes, Birdman owns commercial properties in New Orleans, including office spaces and retail units, valued in the tens of millions. He's rumored to have invested in tech startups, though details are scarce. Think music streaming or NFT platforms, aligning with his forward-thinking vibe. Then there's his Bronald oil and gas venture, a nod to his entrepreneurial spirit, though it's less documented. These ventures show Birdman's not just a rapper. He's a mogul playing chess, while others play checkers. Relationships, a love story with Toni Braxton. Birdman's heart belongs to Toni Braxton, the R&B queen whose voice defined a generation. Their romance kicked off in 2016, turning heads at the BET Awards when they appeared hand in hand. By February 2018, they were engaged, with Toni flashing a diamond ring that sparked envy. But love's not always smooth. Rumors of infidelity led to a split in January 2019, leaving fans stunned. They reconciled by April, proving their bond was stronger than gossip. Fast forward to August 2024, Birdman and Toni tied the knot in a secret ceremony, a low-key affair that screamed intimacy over flash. Just 2 weeks later, drama hit. Toni filed for divorce on August 10, 2024, citing irreconcilable differences, per TMZ. The internet exploded, but by January 2025, Toni withdrew the filing, and the couple was spotted cozy at a Grammy afterparty. As of April 2025, they're going strong, living together in Calabasas and supporting each other's careers. Toni's latest album, rumored to feature Birdman's production, hints at their creative synergy. Their relationship isn't just tabloid fodder, it's a partnership. They've weathered storms, from public scrutiny to personal losses, like Toni's health challenges with lupus. Birdman's loyalty shines through, often calling Toni his queen on social media. Together, they're a power couple, blending music, love, and resilience, showing the world that second chances can lead to forever. Controversies, navigating the spotlight. Birdman's life hasn't been scandal-free. His biggest controversy came in 2015 when Lil Wayne sued Cash Money for $51 million, alleging unpaid royalties. The feud went public, with Wayne dissing Birdman on tracks and interviews. Birdman denied wrongdoing, claiming the label's finances were tied up in legal red tape. They settled in 2018, with Wayne regaining control of his masters, but the saga left a mark, painting Birdman as a tough negotiator. Another headline hit in 2016 when Birdman stormed out of a Breakfast Club interview after demanding hosts put some respect on my name. The clip went viral, sparking memes and debates about his temper. He later laughed it off, saying he was just defending his legacy. Smaller controversies include tax liens and property disputes, like a $12 million Miami mansion foreclosure scare in 2017, which he resolved quietly. Birdman's response to drama is consistent. Stay focused, keep building. He's apologized when needed, like after the Breakfast Club fiasco, but never lingers on negativity. His ability to rise above criticism, whether from artists, media, or fans, shows a man who knows his worth and won't let noise derail his empire. Philanthropy, giving back to New Orleans. Birdman's heart stays tied to New Orleans, where he's made a tangible impact. After Hurricane Katrina devastated his hometown in 2005, he donated over $1 million to relief efforts, helping rebuild schools and homes. He's also funded scholarships for local students, partnering with nonprofits to cover tuition for kids from the projects. In 2020, he launched the Brian Williams Foundation, focusing on youth mentorship and music education, giving teens access to recording studios and workshops. His charity doesn't stop there. Birdman's performed at benefit concerts for cancer research and homeless shelters, raising millions alongside stars like Drake and Snoop Dogg. During the 2020 pandemic, he covered rent for dozens of New Orleans families, a quiet act that spoke volumes. For him, giving back isn't about clout. It's about honoring the community that shaped him, ensuring the next generation gets the chances he fought for. What a ride through Birdman's world. From his New Orleans mansion to his $36 million car collection, his $150 million net worth to his roller coaster love story with Toni Braxton. This is a man who lives life on his terms. His journey from New Orleans streets to hip-hop royalty inspires us all to chase our dreams, no matter the odds. If you love this deep dive, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell for more celebrity lifestyles on the Celeb Insider. Want to know who's next? Drop your suggestions in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video.